Hi guys, welcome back. It's Kaze here. We're back playing some more Destiny's Princess, a love story or war story. Probably got that mixed up, but yeah. We're back with chapter 2. Sorry for the long little hiatus we had going. I forgot exactly how to edit videos, so that was fun. So I took it upon myself for the last couple of days to do a crash course in Adobe Premiere and at least figured out how to export videos after figuring out how to edit. So we're good again. Alright, so we're up next with this chapter 2 with Yukimura Sanada, our brother. Hopefully things go well and we shall see what happens between us. Let's see, and chapter 2 is called Embody the Invisible. Let us go into the night. It was the day after Yukimura had gotten injured and returned home. A somehow peaceful atmosphere blanketed the castle. With the demon's presence far off, the people were seizing their chance to get work done. Supposing they needed more hands, I went to the kitchen, but I was declined and turned out. Well, you are the princess, after all. Unsure of what to do, I ended up in my room, keeping company with my dagger. Demons aren't coming near today. Maybe it's because Yukimura and the army drove them away. Absolutely. With dagger at my breast, answered triumphantly. But this will not last forever. Someday they will return. I suppose so. Even if this was merely a momentary respite, it was a welcome one. The castle's town had long ago been burnt to the ground. Everyone was amazed that the central bailey had escaped harm, unaware it actually had once fallen. The subject who had sought refuge in the castle and the subjects who had sought refuge in the castle and the survivors inside, we were all weary. By the way, why do you think the demons will come back? Can you tell me what they'll do? Well, that is a very good question. It's because you're a demon too, after all. Maybe? If you know, please tell me more. When will they attack next? No. I don't know nearly that much. I simply think they won't give up so easily. So, like I said, why do you think so? Shifty little dagger. But dagger fell silent, and no matter what I asked further, it would give no hint of an answer. Fine. Just as I shrugged in resignation, someone threw open the door with no warning. It's vaguely familiar to what my brother might do. Kizune, come for a walk with me. I turned toward Yukimura, a sudden intruder, and... fuck. I think he's both angry. I either got angry at him or I yelled at him. I'm just gonna get angry. Jeez, Yukimura, didn't I tell you yesterday not to... I started to scold him, but then his words finally reached me. A walk? Yeah. Guards are saying they haven't seen any signs of demons, and it's a nice day. Besides, the gas has mostly been burnt down, and the courtyard wasn't a pleasant sight to see. So I thought it'd be nice to get outside, and I came to ask you to come along. But what about your legs? I've told you again and again. It's not serious. You're one worry word Tanuki. Oh my god, even with enough of the Tanuki business, you're going to turn me into a real one. I thought you were almost at that point. That's the one reason I invited you, thinking you must miss the wild fields. Do you even ever stop with the teasing? Maybe it was because my memories were so faint, but I enjoyed Yukimura's bantering. It was almost like he really was my brother. When I stood, Yukimura broke into a broad smile. Oh, decided to come along. Yes, I am Tanuki after all. I might not be so bad to frolic with a weasel once in a while. I was also curious to see how the land outside the castle looked. I hoped to catch a glimpse of the surrounding area while we were out. But where are we going? We can't go too far. You're the general here now. You'll see. The place Yukimura brought me was a forest behind the castle. Because we took a secret path used to escape emergencies, no one knew we had left the castle. He must have retained some of my brother's memories after all. He followed the hidden path, known to no one outside the family, with complete ease. However, that wasn't such a good thing for General leaving the castle and telling no one. Fuck. Yeah, so I forgive him or I reprimand him. Well, he's taking me out of the castle. But he's being bad. I'll forgive him for this because he's trying to cheer me up. Well, I guess I'll just let go this time. I worried that something terrible would have happened while we were away from the castle, but Yukimura probably needed a small distraction, and for that matter, so did I. It feels so nice to be outside. I took the deepest breath I could. My spirits had been dampened, cooped up inside the castle. Yukimura, lying on a grassy spot in between the trees, looked at me and smiled. I'm relieved. Huh? I said I'm relieved. I'm glad to see you're no longer troubled by what happens with Hanabe. Like I told you. I sighed as I sat down beside Yukimura. I was okay with what happened too. Really, I don't care at all. If we're talking about what worried me, it wasn't Hanabe himself. It was all of them, their lives manipulated by false memories and thrust into war. When I hung my head, Yukimura tapped me on the shoulder. Don't worry, if you can't find a husband, I'll marry you myself. I replied a little shocked. Where'd the rest of this go? That's a stupid thing to say. Where? ... right? Maybe I'd like that. I'm gonna go with maybe I'd like that. Well, maybe I'd like that. Seriously? Yukimura's face brightened for a moment, but then he snorted. Oh, I think I got his hopes up there. At any rate, as siblings, it's impossible idea from the start, though. Yeah, I guess so. I'd meant to match Yukimura's joking tone with my own, but a strange silence settled over us. I got awkward. Yukimura was silently gazing at the scenery around us. I, too, looked out over the land. It's so quiet. Well, most of the subjects were killed by the demons. The few survivors all took refuge within the castle. Or, for those that hadn't, they had fled to foreign lands. I shouldn't use that button. To start with, I hadn't been a very large nation. We were a rural, remote nation. There wasn't a lot of wealth, but the community was vibrant and supportive. There was plenty of small quarrels, but nothing large enough to affect the country. But since the demons had appeared, that had all changed right in front of our very eyes. Hey, Kitsune? There's something I don't understand. What is it? Why is Hanabe so cold to you? You two used to be so close. It seems like Father and Hanabe have changed. Kimura spoke in a low whisper. That was a weird transition. And then stopped. What about you? Do you feel like you've changed? Me? Not really. Oh. Perhaps his nature was more like my brother than I had thought. Maybe that's why I felt such familiarity with him. You say the weirdest things. I do. I'm me. Why would I ever think that I myself have changed? I guess not. Yukimura truly was easy to become attached to. For the others, it's understandable. This war with the demons has gone on for a long time. Everyone's tired. It might not be so strange that people have changed. That's precisely why I want to put an end to this war once and for all. Yukimura sat up as he spoke and then suddenly frowned. Ouch. Your legs do hurt, don't they? I've told you it's nothing. The way you worry way too much, the way you worry. Yukimura smiled as if nothing were wrong, but I could not return the smile so easily. Yukimura, I heard that in yesterday's battle you attacked the band demons all by yourself. Who told you? Masamune, I bet. It wouldn't be anyone else. Yukimura made a disgusted face. I'm really grateful for how determined you are to end the war. Please, don't push yourself too hard. What if something were to happen to you? You can't win a battle without some amount of pushing yourself past your limits. Above all, I'm the general. I cannot let my energies force me to run from the enemy. I'm just gonna worry about it. But when I frowned, worried, Yukimura got a panicked expression on his face. Come on now. This isn't like you at all. Being so scared? Are you sure you're okay? If you keep worrying and crying like that, I won't marry you after all. I thought you already decided that was impossible in the first place. Obviously, I know that. No one's gonna want you if you keep being such a nag. I don't care. I don't feel like getting caught up in a marriage or anything like that. Not at a time like this. Not to mention, could I, one who had involved these people in war, really make a peaceful bride? Without answering, he morally snorted. As we walked home along the dark path, I found myself lost in memories. Had there been such a time I'd walked this path with my real brother? Had he been mischievous and reckless as Yukimura? Yukimura had been walking a few steps ahead of me, but suddenly stopped. Nearly running into him, I too quickly halted my steps. Jeez, Yukimura, don't stop like that. I almost ran into you. Give me your hand. Huh? I said, give me your hand. Yukimura shouted roughly and then took my hand. It's slippery here. It's dark. I don't want the little tanuki to slip and fall. No, I'm a little tanuki, huh? I let out a quiet sigh. Maybe that just might suit you. Come now and stick close to me. Yukimura's voice sounded somehow a little pleased. I absently watched his back as we continued on. His back was wide and strong, the body of a trained and hardened general. His hands are big, too. I had surely been many years since I held hands with my real brother. These are the hands of a stranger. He might think of me as his sister, but I wasn't. Just maybe what I was doing was wrong. At the thought, I could feel my cheeks turning bright red. Once we returned to the castle, Hanabe appeared, as if he'd been eagerly waiting for us. After a quick nod of greeting my way, he turned to Yukimura. Yukimura, where have you been? Though Yukimura had been in good mood upon seeing Hanabe, he grew irritable. Out? That's not good enough. Until Lord Nobunaga is well again, you are commanding general. I've told you, I know that. Shit. Step in, just watch. Step in, just watch. This is actually a lot of choices I have to make. To nag or not to nag, really, is the question. I am going to step in because I'm weird. I step between the two men. Hanabe, Yukimura just took me out to have some fun. Please don't be mad at him. No, this isn't only a matter of what happened today. I just want to know precisely where he's been. The same goes for your injury yesterday. The general just can't run after the enemy himself. I believe I told you, it is no uncertain terms not to make any reckless chases. Hanabe's tone was flat and mild-mannered, but utterly without emotion. But within his eyes showed a strong will that wouldn't allow one to look away. Before my eyes, Yukimura's face slowly grew into more gloom. The calmer Hanabe was, the more angry Yukimura appeared to become. I am the general. I am the one out there fighting with my own body, my own life. Exactly. That's why I'm telling you this now. You must not act irresponsibly. There's no need for you to be involved in petty conflicts to begin with. It was our Lord's will last night, but from the next time you do well to leave things to Masamune. Yukimura's face turned a bright scarlet red. Are you suggesting I hid myself in Masamune's shadow? I am only speaking in terms of the general's proper behavior. I mean no offense. For a moment, the two men simply glared at each other. I think I just made this worse. I'm not really sure. Jeez, everybody's got nothing to do but complain today. After I drove away the demons, still no one will shut up about my reckless actions. Yukimura spat out the words and stomped angrily into the castle. Yukimura, he does have a tendency toward haste, but he would normally never act so recklessly. He was thoroughly impatient last night. Whatever the case, we need him to calm down. We cannot afford to lose a single soldier this soon. With that, Hanabe walked off. Didn't help either, Hanabe. Then, it was the very next day that Yukimura sustained a grave injury. Oh no! But how did he sustain his injury? Okay, I guess we're gonna have to see next time. In the next episode. What will happen? I don't know. But we'll find out soon, I guess. Alright. Until then, bye guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, you can follow me or subscribe to me down below. You can also check me out on Twitch, Hitbox, and, well, here's YouTube. And you can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Bye.